All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to crack open what looks like a really dense, kind of boring technical manual, but what's inside is actually the secret blueprint to a classic flying machine. We're going to uncover this incredible world of engineering that's been hiding in plain sight.
So what you're looking at here is the cover of a parts catalog for the ERCOUPE airplane. But don't let that fool you, right? This is not like ordering a new muffler for your car from some catalog. No way. Think of this book as the plane's genetic code. It's the complete instruction set that lets mechanics keep a vintage aircraft. We're talking something designed back in the 1940s, flying safely even today. So let's do this. For our journey today, we're not going to treat this as just some boring list of parts. Nope. We're going to look at it like a treasure map, a set of blueprints that'll let us deconstruct an entire airplane without ever having to touch a single wrench. Here's a good way to think about it. Picture the most complicated Lego set you've ever laid eyes on. Now imagine that every single piece, down to the tiniest little washer, is absolutely crucial for it to work. And get this, if you put it all together just right, the whole thing can actually fly. That's the kind of insane precision we're dealing with here. And when I say comprehensive, I mean it. This thing was first put to paper way back in 1947. It literally lists out and describes every assembly, every subassembly, and every single part. It is without a doubt the definitive guide to the guts of this classic aircraft. Okay, so where do you even begin with something this complex, right? Well, thankfully, the catalog gives us the perfect entry point. It's a master diagram that basically lays everything out for us. This right here, this is the exploded view. It's basically our master key. This one single picture acts like a visual table of contents. See how it separates the plane into all its major parts? You've got the wings, the tail, the fuselage, the landing gear, and each one gets a figure number that we can follow to dig deeper. So you can see right there, figure 4 is the left wing. Figure 9 is the tail. Figures 11 and 12, those are the main landing gear. Each of these numbers is like a doorway to a much more detailed breakdown. So, you know what? Let's pick one. Let's follow it and see just how deep this rabbit hole really goes. All right, following our map, let's jump to figure 4. The catalog calls it the left outer panel, but in plain English, that's the wing. And believe me, this is where the complexity just gets mind-boggling. It really starts to show. And here it is. Wow, just look at that. The wing, broken down into dozens upon dozens of individual parts. Every single little piece gets an index number showing you its exact location and how it fits with everything else. You're literally looking at the skeleton and the skin of a structure that's engineered to create lift. Now this is what I love. It so brilliantly shows you the whole system. See, for every single number on that drawing, there's a matching line item on this list. It's the decoder ring. This is what connects the visual picture to the hard data. You know, the part numbers, what they're called, and exactly how many you need. And the level of detail, it's just fantastic, isn't it? Look at index number 430. The description? Just skin only. That's it. That's the aluminum sheet that covers the whole wing. Or how about 415, a gusset, which is just a fancy name for a small piece of metal that makes a joint stronger. Every single bolt, every rib, every tiny little bracket, it has a name and it has a number. Nothing is left out. Okay, so we get the connection between the pictures and the lists, right? Now let's really zoom in on the data itself. Because trust me, there's a story hidden in these columns. This table here breaks it down pretty simply. You've got Fig and No, which, links back to the drawing. Part number is the unique ID for ordering it, but the column I really want you to focus on is this one, Apple Serial No. That stands for Applicable Serial Number. Now, this column is absolutely critical. It tells a mechanic which specific airplane a part will fit based on its factory serial number. And you might be asking, why does that matter? Well, because just like the software on your phone gets updates, the design of the ERCOUPE actually evolved over the years it was being built. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. On the left, that's the main landing gear for the early models, up to serial number 812. And on the right, that's the gear for serial number 813 and all the ones after it. You can totally see the design is different, right? Those parts are not interchangeable. And this catalog, it's the only way for a mechanic to know for sure which one they need to use. So let's zoom back out for a second. What's the big takeaway here? Why does a document that's over 75 years old still matter so much in today's world? Well, it really comes down to this. This catalog is the backbone of both safety and preservation.
For safety, it's all about precision. It makes sure a mechanic is using the exact FAA-approved part every single time. No guesswork. And for preservation, well, this is what lets people maintain and actually fly these historic aircraft, turning them into living, breathing pieces of engineering history instead of just dusty old museum exhibits.
And you know what's cool? The document itself seems to know how important it is. There's a note right in the introduction that proudly states this edition is the first complete catalog available since the original one back in 1947. That's a huge deal. It's really a testament to the incredible dedication of the people who keep these amazing vintage machines alive.
So it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? The next time you see a classic car, or maybe a vintage watch, or hey, even just your own coffee machine, what intricate, detailed blueprint is hidden inside that? What secret world of numbered parts and exploded views is locked away just beneath the surface?